Well, meet the creator of the hot girl walk, Mia.
Trademark.
Legally, I'm not supposed to say this is a hot girl walk. And they had to take them to court. It was a whole cease and desist.
I created the hot girl walk, and one question I get all the time.
Yo, what the flippity flacking is up, Brain Runners? Welcome back to another episode of a chronically online young adult complaining about things on the internet. And today, we quite literally have maybe the most ridiculous TikTok beefs ever. As we all know, social media and especially TikTok might be a little bit of an interesting place from time to time, and it really has so many different sides, and just by wonder, sometimes you might come across an interesting TikTok beef. Well, that happened to me with this whole fucking hot girl walk drama. The hot girl walk is a TikTok phenomenon that was allegedly created and then later trademarked by this one creator. You heard me say, on my right ear, you heard me say correctly. This creator
trademarked
a trend that she created. And I think that might just be the funniest thing surrounding this whole topic. Like, ain't no way, just say you're that petty.
Have you ever heard of the hot girl walk?
Hot girl walk?
Yes, the walks you go on with your friends to get an iced coffee. Well, meet the creator of the hot girl walk, Mia.
Trademark.
Yes, Mia created the hot girl walk during COVID.
Okay. So, like, boy, no way you're actually flexing with the trademark in your TikTok. And by the way, from what I heard, it really even isn't a trademark yet. You're just, in the process of getting it trademarked. So what are you saying, really? What are you saying, really? I think this whole agenda of her making this thing into a brand is, quite literally her just holding on to the 15 minutes of fame that she got during COVID. Yes, go for it. You should do that. Of course, you should be able to, do what you really like to do in life. But then again, the people that say that any fame is good fame are dead wrong. Like, hate to break it to you, it's not very quote-unquote hot girl to go after people left and right in any way you can just because you think that, you solely have the right for a saying, quite literally a saying. I don't really understand the legal logistics of anything, so please somebody enlighten me. How is this legally binding, and how is she like suing people? Like, it's kind of weird in my opinion, and her just trying to make everything about herself is kind of weird. So you're kind of corny, not gonna lie. Okay, later in the video she says something about whatever, focus on gratitude, goals, and confidence. I saw a comment of somebody saying that she's now also trying to trademark those words. What the fuck? How you gonna just trademark how you just gonna trademark words, basically? How you gonna just do that? That's kind of weird, not gonna lie. Like, how is that even, possible?
Legally, I'm not supposed to say this is a hot girl walk.
I don't know if you know this, but hot girl walk is trademarked, so you're not allowed to use it. I personally didn't know that, so when I wanted to host the hot girl walk event, they told me to take it down immediately. So instead, this is a high-temperatured woman walk, which got the message across, and in my opinion, was a lot better.
Queen, you, work out or, exercise is always okay and welcomed because, stay healthy. Hey, stay healthy, you guys. Stay healthy. And the original creator saying that you shouldn't be using that saying is weird. Because if we're talking about empowering other women, then how you gonna put other women down? I'm pretty sure that was exactly the video that led me down this rabbit hole that the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland went into. And boy, was it deep. There's been so many videos of other people claiming that this Mia girl or whoever, whatever your name is, has been sending threatening messages on somewhere and whatever, anything. Left and right, people have been saying things. And not without reason, because just by seeing these videos that are gonna be in this video, the TikToks that are gonna be in this video, just tells me everything I need to know to understand what kind of a person this person is. It is crazy that you are that petty of a person that you send copyright claims to people because they allegedly used your saying when I would... Yeah, like, it's a common phrase. I don't understand how you gonna profit off of that. How can you trademark a saying? How can you trademark words? Even though people on social media might use that saying or use those words, hate to break it to you, girl, it doesn't mean that they are coming for your brand. That clearly, like, I'm pretty sure somebody said that they wasn't even sure who you were. Clearly they haven't heard of you. So, I don't know, you're really trying to, like, that, like, I also saw a comment of somebody saying that this is what people really do. They trademark popular things and then try to sue to get a fortune out of it. And that just seems really, like, that just seems really fraudy. Fraudy, you're a fraud. This is genuinely weird how you think that everything is about you. And everything has to do with you somehow. When people say that there are self-centered people, this is that you should be the cover girl
for that.
That's just my opinion. That's just the opinion I have of you based on everything else.
So this is Mia, the woman who trademarked and copyrighted Hot Girl Walk, and I don't know at what point my video seemed kind of shady. Maybe it was in the beginning where I said that legally I'm not supposed to call it a Hot Girl Walk, which is true. I'm not, because you would come for me.
You would come for me, and we have proof of that. She is coming for people, not in the way you're thinking, like actually going after people.
The other shady thing I would probably think in the video was that I said that the name was better. I mean, if I think the name that I choose is better, that's a personal opinion. I don't think it was shady at all. Like I said, this video was not coming for you at all. If it's shade, if it came off as shade, I apologize.
Later in the video, she is apologizing and saying that I'm sorry for using that saying, which, like, okay, queen, no, you don't need to apologize, because, not gonna lie, she's kind of weird. Oh, forehead reveal. She's kind of weird. She's weird and she's kind of insane. So you're good, girl. Okay, so a thing or two in the original comment is wrong, I guess, because other people commented on this creator's video that allegedly it actually isn't free. So what's up with that? Why are you lying? Why are you lying now? And another thing that is quite literally wrong is to use the word quote-unquote coined. Since she didn't invent the saying, she's just profiting off of it. Now that we're calling people shady, that's just my opinion, me personally think that is, if nothing more is shady than what you're doing. Suing people over this is exactly that. So maybe check yourself before you call other people shady.
I don't know.
Since you're maybe the cover girl for being shady. Like, you're the cover girl for everything. The hot girl walk. Shady. Yeah. Weird. Yeah. Insane. Yeah.
And this is the last thing I'll say because I'm not one to reheat stale nachos, but I would recommend just being careful or not saying hot girl walk in general, because ever since that video came out, I had so many women message me and tell me about their own personal experience. There was a girl who had a playlist and it was called Hot Girl Walk, and they basically told her to take it down or rename it. It could be as little as a playlist or something even bigger.
Okay, so no way you're petty no way you're mad about a fucking playlist. I mean, talk about having so little problems that you're mad about a fucking playlist. And it's crazy too that this isn't an occasional thing. You heard her say that it has happened many times in the past of, you know, the original creator suing other creators for apparently using her trademark in their videos. Which just seems really crazy to me, because what kind of a person does this? Well, clearly this creator, and I think she's just trying to like, well, actually, I don't really, for once in my life, I don't really understand the point behind this. Like, what is your agenda? What is the point on sending cease and desist letters to people, to creators, for using your saying? My god, it's not your saying. Yeah, I don't really understand what's the point. So tell me, Mia, or whatever, are you that petty that you think that you and only you deserve to use the saying?
There was one instance with a local community and they had to take them to court.
Like, you're actually taking people to court.
Miss Jackson.
Like, literally. No way. Like, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. How are you taking people to court over this? Like, why? Just why? Tell me. Help me understand, please. Help me understand. Like, like, it's just so fucking ridiculous to me.
I created the Hot Girl Walk, and one question I get all the time is, did you invent walking, or do you think you did? So let's talk about what it's like to create a viral phenomenon.
I think it's funny how some people blow up on TikTok or make a trend or whatever, and they really bad try to get away from that. They really don't want to be associated with the trend or with the meme. But she is making a whole brand about it. Like, you can clearly really see what I said before about her really trying to hold on to that fame that she got for 15 seconds. And you can kind of see also that when she created or she blew up or she became a trend or whatever, her thing became a trend, you can see that anything else she might have done really couldn't take off because she wasn't that interesting. And now she's really holding on to that one thing that blew her up, quote unquote, because no shade, unlike you, this person has a little bit over 100,000 followers on TikTok. So like, that really didn't make you that famous. So you're now trying to make a living by suing people and sending them cease and desist letters, which is weird, which is corny, which is just you being a really shady of an individual. My opinion of her, every time I watch a new video about this, just goes down. Like, my respect for this person goes down. Not that it wasn't really high in the beginning, but like, it's just in hell right now. If it was a real place. Yes, I understand that she might have made it a trend, but it doesn't mean that she invented the trend or the thing. And those two things are completely different things. It is crazy how she so deeply thinks that she and she alone made this thing happen. Yes, we know that you made this brand, you created this brand off of a thing that people have been doing already, and it's crazy that you're kind of profiting off of other people's creations since was it not Megan Thee Stallion who came up with the phrase hot girl summer? And like I said, it's crazy that she thinks that she, you know, is the only person that should be able to do this, and when she gets mad that other people do it. Like, isn't that kind of the point of a trend or a phenomenon for other people to be able to use it? So it's kind of ridiculous that you are suing other people over, you know, making quote unquote your thing more known, more famous, more global, whatever.
I am also one of the creators that did not know Hot Girl Walk was trademarked. I even got DMs and my content taken down. I have a girls only community in New Jersey. I don't get paid to host free events. I do them for fun and for people to come and have a great time. You could see like one of the screenshots 1 second. When I got this, I was like, I didn't know it was that serious. We don't charge people to come on this Hot Girl Walk or.
Okay, so now you're just DMing people to stop doing what they're doing. Yeah, you're fucking weird. I originally had a different TikTok for this part, so I'm kind of mad that it got taken off. But I'm assuming that the original creator maybe did something so that the person had to take down the video, you know, from the platform. But like, the original message of the TikTok was that the inventor of the hot girl walk, sent a cease and desist letter to that creator. You heard it here, folks. Apparently, you can now send cease and desist letters to people who use the word hot girl summer in their content. Ain't that kind of weird? Ain't that kind of weird? Or dare I say, in their fucking Spotify list names. Like, no way.
It's one thing to trademark Hot Girl Walk and have it be like a tiki funny thing between you and your friends. Heck, maybe even a little piece of paper you pull out of your purse at the bar. It's a whole nother level of stupid to send cease and desist letters over someone's Spotify playlist title.
A Spotify music playlist name got you so mad. Like, no way this creator is serious. Like, no way. How are you that mad about a Spotify playlist name? Like, it's weird. Like, it's their personal Spotify playlist. And now you're suing them over it, or whatever the story was? I would argue that this is a clear case of what about meatism, and now that I've said that, you can't say that, or things will go down. This person so deeply in their heart thinks that they invented something that has been around for ages. Walking. Anyways, let's hope I don't get sued for saying those words in this video. So if I do, then you probably won't be seeing me anytime soon. So hope you enjoyed all these videos. Everything I say is just speculation and alleged, so I'm not stating anything to be true, more so shedding light on this interesting topic. Bye.